Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambi Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana59. As you may remember, we were listening to the virtues and the characteristics of Rama. He would never willingly hurt anyone with his words, and he could never countenance words which were against the code of living. He knew how to listen patiently to others and to make the proper reply when questioned. In this art, he was like the heavenly preceptor Brihaspati himself. He was loved by everyone. This young son of the king, words could not describe the wealth of goodness that was Rama. He was the very life of the men in Ayodhya. He was well versed in the arts which a Kshatriya had to master, and he was also very proficient in the knowledge of the Vedas and all its angas. He was greater than even his father in the art of warfare. Born of a line of kings, of all of whom were paragons of virtue, Rama was the jewel of them all, righteous and ever truthful. He was firm in his convictions. He was trained by great teachers, and he would never forget what he had been taught. He would always think of new ways of doing things, and his name was used as an example for everything, for every good quality that should adorn a human being. Rama firmly believed that the path of Dharma was the only pathway to Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Humble when he had to be humble, Rama knew how to keep his thoughts to himself, and until it was completed, he would not talk about any task which he had undertaken. He was a sincere friend, and he was wise as to the proper use of wealth, when it should be acquired and when it should be spent. He was a great devotee of the Lord, and his wisdom was unrivaled. He had never been known to speak a word which was unfitting to any occasion. Never fond of laziness, he was ever alert. Rama could never be deceived by anyone. He was fully conscious of his own shortcomings, as well as those of others. He was well versed in the Shastras, and he studied the nature of people well, and their behavior and the variations of their various aspects. He knew how to choose his friends, and once they were chosen, his friends were never abandoned. Protecting the good and punishing evildoers was the ultimate aim of Rama, and it was his nature to do every act at the proper time, and never once had he done a wrong act or spoken a wrong word. Well read as he was in sacred lore, Rama was equally proficient in the fine arts. He could play on the veena and the flute, and he was an expert in judging the merits of sculptures and other forms of art. He could control horses and elephants just as well as he could his own feelings. A great warrior, he knew all the many methods of arranging the vyuhas, riding in the chariot, fighting from a horseback or on foot. He was greater than all the devas and asuras in the intricacies of warfare. He was never jealous, and anger had no place in his heart. He had never once insulted his dependents. He knew when to be angry and with whom. Never selfish, Rama knew how to act according to the situation in which he found himself. In short, Rama was the home of all the many qualities that can be enumerated, and he was the beloved prince of the citizens of Ayodhya. He was ever dear to his father and to the people of his country. The earth herself was so much enamored of him that she desired to be ruled by him. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.